Welcome to the next edition of What's Up, Girl? Girl, let me tell you what's up. These people is stressing me out over here. Everybody. The mama, the children, and the sister. Everybody is stressing me the hell out over here. Elijah, make sure the people can see me. Where is the people? People, let me tell y'all about this right here. What I just went through to get her on this camera was the worstest. You hear me? It took so long just to cut this camera on and just have a conversation with my sister.
That's a lie.
It is not a lie.
It's a lie.
Listen, y'all know I'm going to tell y'all the truth. And whether the people want to hear it or not, this one right here is perfection. I don't be caring. What y'all see is what y'all get, and that's just that. Mama, stop doing that. I'm wrong with you. No, I don't. I'm trying to talk to the people and tell them about what's going on. And she back there behind the curtain talking trash to me. Mom, just relax. You crazy. Anyways, don't be laughing. Don't be laughing at this. Now, what I'm trying to come to y'all and say, me and my sister was having a conversation on the phone. And I was telling her, we was both talking about how, you know, people don't respect people and don't love people. And she had been telling me a while back how she feel like that God did this to slow everybody down and to be humanized again. Because in so many ways, we have been dehumanized. Because, yeah, sometimes when the homeless people outside the store, I be like, don't walk up to me, because I ain't but one paycheck away from where you at. That's what I say to the people. That's what I say to them.
That's not good.
No, it's not. It's not good, but some days, that is how I be feeling. Now, one thing about it, I'm a giver. We all givers. I love being around givers. I know some real deal givers, some givers. You know what I'm saying? But we were just talking about how the compassion, the love for other people has gone out of the world, and people are dealing with their own stresses. And maybe on them days when I do that to the homeless people, I be stressed out, and I be like, don't ask me for no money. I ain't got no money to give you. Nah. And I do have days like that. But some days we was talking about how sometimes I do give. And it's when in my spirit it feels like, like when I went in the store last week, it was a homeless man. Me and her were talking about that. And that's what sparked this video. It was a homeless man sitting out there on a walker. And he just looked like he was down bad. You know what I'm saying? And I went in the store, and when people sit on my mind like that, I know I need to do something. Because when I was in that store and walking through that store, that man was on my mind out there. It was a homeless black man, and he was sitting on his walker, and it was one of them walkers with a seat on it. And I was like, I looked at him like any other person look when you walk in the store. I walked in, did my thing, but walking through that store, I kept thinking about him out there. And when I walked out of there, I did turn, even in this pandemic, I sure did walk up to that man, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I went like, sir, and I handed him the money like this. And I said, get yourself something to eat. If you can do something nice for one person, you've done something. If all of us do something for somebody, we've done something. We've all made a difference somewhere. So that's what me and her was talking about. And then she went to telling me about arms and stuff. Now, see, she's the brain. She's the one that do all the studying.
Not like that, but I got a little
whatever.
I got a little
You do all the studying and all the reading and stuff like that. I'm not the one. I study sometimes, and I put it like this: God do keep me talking to Him. He keep me talking to Him, and on my knees. But you do. The Bible says, "Study to show thyself approved by God." Yeah. You have to study, and He also say, "My people perish for lack of knowledge." Lack of knowledge. When you don't know, you can't do better. That's just like we always say: when you know better, you do better.
It's true.
And wasn't until I got around certain people like DeAndrea Williams that showed me that you can make this happen. Do this and try this and try that. Each one teach one so that we all can go out and reach one. You know what I'm saying? And if we do that, then I think things will be different. Even in our culture. We need to learn how to continue to support each other. The outpour of support that I've seen in our community lately, I love it. And I want to be a part of it. And I want to give. And I want to see us flourish. I always want to see people do good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It make you feel good.
It makes you feel good just to see other people doing good and other people rising and doing greatness and helping somebody else. So she went into telling me how when we give like that to people, it's called alms. And now go ahead and expound on what you were saying about them alms, girl, because I thought it was very intriguing. See, that's my little sister, but I listen to her sometimes. Sometimes I don't listen to her. Because sometimes
she should listen to me all the time.
She be a little crazy, but I don't listen to her. Sometimes I just be like, girl, shut up. I don't even want to hear that right now. I do. It's the truth. Tell the people the truth. I'm telling people the truth.
And sometimes I think you too much.
I know sometimes I am. I know I'm too much.
And I know I have my moments. But still.
I love you. I love you no matter what. It don't even matter to me. I love you. Love people right where they are. But nonetheless, let's go back to this.
Okay, so
tell us a little bit more about the alms.
So basically, I started researching more about giving because I struggle with giving.
Yes, she do, child. She do, child. Her hands be like this. I be like, Tisha, open a couple fingers. Get a people saying.
Okay.
But go ahead.
So I was struggling in between giving, and I think a lot of time, especially in Black culture, we struggle with the poverty mind spirit. That we just don't like to give because we think we're gonna lack. So I started being more into like trying to figure out like, okay, like what is the purpose of giving? Because sometimes we do stuff and we don't know the purpose of it. So I started like watching the teaching about giving, and basically the prophetess, because you know I really be deep in it.
I know she be so deep. Sometimes I be like,
what? She started talking about alms, and I'm like, what is alms? So you know, I go fact check because I want to know what that is. I want to make sure it matches up to what is being told to me and what is being taught. So when you actually go look in the Bible and you look into Deuteronomy and things like that, it actually talks about giving to the poor. And what a lot of people don't understand, when you give to the poor, basically you are expanding on mercy. God gives you mercy for it. So for example, say you got into like a court case and you couldn't get out of that court case and stuff like that. You can actually go into the courts of heaven, you know, and basically petition on the behalf of mercy. And now we're not saying it on the fact of
now
like,
see the people is out there saying, huh?
yeah,
We can do what?
So
And so you got to bring it back for them
Oh,
and
okay.
tell them. See, you be going so deep. You be in there, but everybody just want to know what it do. And see, that's what I got from you this morning.
Yeah.
You just simply just was like, what it do. So basically, you trying to tell me that when I give to somebody,
yeah.
that I'm sowing.
Yeah, you're sowing into that person's life, because it does talk about in the Bible that we're supposed to give food, give clothing, stuff. No matter what version of the Bible, if you read KJV,
Right.
if you read the standardized, it talks about like giving food or money to the poor and stuff, and God will honor that seed, and it basically honor that seed through God giving you mercy.
And be and when you give and stuff, be a cheerful giver. If you and this is something that I know you struggle with as well over the time with giving.
Yeah.
See, when you give to somebody, or when you give to an organization, or when you sow into someone or whatever, if you're not doing it with the right spirit and the right heart, do not be trying to reap that stuff, because God, I don't care, God's word is God's word, and he say he looks at the heart, he judges the heart of a man. So if your heart don't even want to give to them, just don't give it. Just don't do it. You know, so when you were saying that it stuck out to me. That's why I wanted to pick up this camera to do this video, because it really stuck out to me that I didn't even know that. I did not know that. I did not know that me giving to somebody homeless or whatever, because okay, that wasn't my first time ever giving to no homeless person. I walk outside many times and hand them $5. Now one time, baby, I handed a homeless couple $20. Let me tell you, Mr. Coleman was mad as H-E-L-L about that, honey. He was like, we need our $20 too. But I just saw them, and a man and a woman, and I guess maybe it do something to me to see a woman dirty, and you know what I'm saying? So I didn't have much, but I had an extra $20. I just handed it to him. And honey, my husband was like, no, you did not. Just get them no $20. They ain't finna do nothing but go buy some drugs. That's what he said. But that don't matter to me. I gave it to them because they may be hungry. They might be starving. You know, but I did not realize what that does, you know, as giving alms. She just bust out and just started telling me about it when we were talking about it, child. So when she was telling me about it, I was like, I'm going to pick up this video, because I don't think people know what they do when they give to somebody, when they do a good deed. You know what I mean?
You don't know how much you are spiritually when you do things like that. You hold weight in the spirit, and a lot of people don't recognize that. You kind of just be like, oh, I'm just doing it, whatever, okay, you know, but you don't understand like how much it carries in the spiritual realm, because you got to remember, like, spiritual realm parallels this world. So what you're doing, even though you might not see it right now, it's going to come back around. You're going to reap that benefit no matter what. And who knows, you might get into something and you have to go, and you have to go into prayer. You have to go into warfare and be like, God, like, you know, and really get down into it. So, I mean, I had to, like, just how she said, like, it was kind of hard trying to give. And me giving more started helping me with my heart. Yeah. And it started helping me be better. So I'm not so, like, when people do ask, if I see people, if I hear God tell me give to that person, you do it cheerfully, because the Bible tells you that, to be cheerful giver and stuff. So it started working on my humility as a person and my walk with God and stuff. And it's such a beautiful, humbling experience when you know you can give to somebody.